less expensive for you. Go to our website, www.ipobinusa.org/donate. That is www.ipobinusa.org/donate and make your contribution. When it comes to keeping our people safe, every bit counts. After all, the security of our communities is our responsibility. Let's make this happen together.
Mr. Bella once again. Wisdom. Feel it? Come on. Get out. Say Biafra will not last forever. They say happy up in the stand. What did they know? What did they know? Let's see. What do they see? If you give me a gun, I will shoot them aside. If you give me a gun, I will shoot them aside. If you give me a gun, I will shoot them aside. If you give me a gun, I will shoot them aside. If you give me a gun, I will shoot them aside. Only forever, Biafra 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 only forever. The lovers of Biafra. This is the time we need to come together and fight for what is belong to us. Bandits who want to make us a giant of Africa. I don't go to giving us somebody like Namde Kalo for this our race mission. Biafra will not last forever. They say happy up in no go stand. They know. What do they know? They see. What do they see? If you give me a gun, I go shoot them aside. If you give me a gun, I go shoot them aside. If you give me a gun, I go shoot them aside. If you give me a gun, I go. If you give me a gun, I go shoot them aside. See what you for our hero before they ever stop. Mazi no but no always stop. They cannot stop. Biafra only forever. Believe me now.
But independence for Nigeria as a corporate entity is not enough. The peoples of Nigeria must at the same time be guaranteed their freedom. We must ensure that in an independent Nigeria, individual citizens throughout the land enjoy liberty, human dignity, and equality under the law. There must be one Nigeria with one constitution and one law for all. Let us therefore, Mr. Chairman, sir, close our ears to the Council of Despair, which says that we cannot here at this conference agree on a constitution.
Good evening, good morning, afternoon, depending on where you are watching from. You are watching live and direct on Enter Biafra Channel 1. You are watching live and direct on Enter Biafra live streaming app. You are watching live and direct on Enter Biafra YouTube channel. You are watching live and direct on Twitch. You watch live and direct on other social media platforms, including Facebook. According to how the Spirit leads, Facebook live streaming may go off any moment from now. But before that is done, before Facebook will go off, I will do some certain things, and I will say certain things before we switch over to all Enter Biafra platform. This evening is what I call the redemption broadcast, the redemption of IPOB, the redemption of the movement broadcast. This evening, I will dare to say the problem of IPOB started from Finland and it is going to end in Finland. I have come today to surprise a lot of people. To surprise a lot of people. I have come for the best interest of Mazi so that it comes out, we'll know that somebody have actually done part of the things he wanted to do before he was kidnapped. Before I start this broadcast, which is going to be very I don't know if it is going to be a historic broadcast. I will do something. Some of you do not know. Let me make it very clear. When dragon flag was raised, I have no special dealing with Mazi. Okay? For the planning of ESN, I have no special dealings with Nnamdi Kanu. Before Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the great leader, ever thought of raising a flag called the dragon flag, he has not direct contact with me. Okay? Let it be seen as a coincidence. I represent dragon, not from me. The dragon flag that was raised. Some of you to ask yourself question. Is that a coincidence? Nothing to do. I don't know when ESN was formed. I don't know how ESN was formed. I do not know who come about the dragon flag. I don't know how the dragon flag came into existence. I do not know what our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, was thinking about the dragon flag. But let me say today for the very first time, I represent dragon. And everything I'm going to do here today is going to be by the truth, for the truth, standing on the truth and diligence. I don't make noise. But when I want to make noise, I make very good and very loud one. I'm going to do something before I start this program. Let me also make it very clear that my names remain Ekpa Simon Njoko. You can also call me. When that name came to public, they thought I was joking. They thought I deliberately had the name. They thought some people even say they want to take legal action against fundraising and all that. And I don't know whether legal action is being taken on social media. If anybody want to take legal action against anybody, you know where to go, you know how to go about it. If you don't know how to take legal action against anybody, you seek legal advice for somebody to advise you. Today, I'm going to do something which I have done before, but it is going to be on a different way. I am not a Osoji person. Osoji. But everything I'm going to say here today is going to be truth. I will not say anything that I am not sure of. To Osoji. Whatever I am taking is coming directly from the head of dragon. I want you people to ask yourself a question. Spirit. Biafra is a spirit. Believe that Biafra is a spirit. You know that everything happening now have been designed by God in the spirit. I joined this struggle in 2019. So some people can say COVID-19 agitator. I don't mind. But another lie is that COVID-19 did not start in 2019. The lockdown for COVID-19 did not start in 2019. It started in 2020. From March, I joined in August, either August or September 2019. The records are there. So when they tell you 19, tell them it's a lie. So I want to tell you today, I represent Dragon. God, Jesus Christ, is the one that gives power to everybody. Who say they have people in Finland? We are going to see those people you have in Finland today. Before I switch over, and by the way, we already have 8,000 viewers at this point. 17 minutes, we have 8,000 viewers in all platforms. Before I switch the Facebook off, for those of you watching from Facebook, the problem of IPOB started from a man called China Samworu. And I'm going to tell you how China Samworu was one of the people instigated the disunity, the division, destroying Mazi movement today. Another person is Chika Edoziem. There may be other people, but I want to tell you that the members of the DOS, how they have destroyed the movement or tried, they cannot destroy the movement, destroy it, but how they are trying to destroy the movement for the reason best known to them. So they have called my name enough on Radio Biafra. So today I'm going to address it for once and for all. And this is going to be either the last time. I will always come when needed to address it and address them. They have called my name for 5 good months on Radio Biafra. They have called my name on social media for 5 good months on Radio Biafra and all their platforms. Today, I have chosen to be the redemption of IPOB. You don't know is bigger than you. I have been able to give you 2 instances of what is called Biafra is a spirit. I represent Dragon, and Mazi chose Dragon flag. I don't know, but whoever that were involved in choosing Dragon flag in Africa, in Biafra land, know that there is a spirit behind it. Okay? It is a spirit, because I was never involved in raising Dragon flag. It is spiritually connected. Mazi knows the reason why he ordered me to broadcast on Radio Biafra, which they disagreed and violated with impunity. I've given you a new chapter today. Call me the Dragon. Nwoke melụ nkwado. Those of you watching from Facebook, we are going to switch over. We have 9,000 people watching already. We're going to switch over to Enter Biafra. And of course, I know a lot of people will be streaming this thing live on their platform. So, see you on the other side. This particular broadcast today. Let me also make it very clear that this is the 6th month. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped. Today is exactly 6 months, if I am not mistaken. Today is the 6th month Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped. I'm going to try as much as possible to hold my emotion. Because it all. I've seen it all in IPOB. Try as much as possible to hold my emotion, so I don't break down in this broadcast. What you see going on today is a deliberate sabotage, is a deliberate attempt to kill Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and it is coming from the highest rank of the IPOB. I want to tell Biafrans, what is happening today is a deliberate sabotage, hatred against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and it is coming from the leadership of IPOB. And after today, we will continue to agitate and push for release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That the problem of IPOB come from Finland. 99% of the problem of IPOB today came from Finland after the abduction of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Before Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was abducted, the actions, the body language and activities of some people in DOS suggest they're already prepared for what they are doing today. I'm going to give you people a story. What I'm going to do today is going to be historic. The story begins. When we hear the abduction of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, it was a shock to everybody. It was a shock to everybody. And after that news broke, people were sending me message. This is true. A lady called Chinwe sent me a message. This is true. I said, it can't be true. It happened that it was true. The next day of that particular announcement, some group of people called me from the United States, telling me they need me on their side. They need me on their side. That telephone call lasted for 5 hours. From 12 midnight in my time a.m. in my time. It was a conference call. The people that called me, Ogwehi was part of it. I don't know who he is. Ogwehi was part of those who called me. Chinwe was part of those who called me. Of them asked question, pertinent question. I was worried about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Asked them, who know about the movement of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? This has to be public for record's sake. Who know about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? He was in Kenya. I asked the name of two persons, whether they are their own group. Told me yes. I asked whether Nene Anya is part of their group. They told me yes. I asked them, many people are in this telephone call. They told me everybody who were in this call. Why I'm doing this is that these people I am mentioning today are all quiet. And these are the people that are in charge of the Lazen account. Told me I must not work with Madam Oyibo, that once they get me on their side, Madam Oyibo is gone. Told me how they introduced Madam Oyibo to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, how Madam Oyibo have overshadowed them and they are not happy. And this exactly the word of Ogwehi. So this made me to start thinking, why should somebody call me? Why should people organize themselves and want to get me on their side? However, I have been in this movement for a while. That call lasted for 5 hours. What I was looking for, it didn't come. I was asking a pertinent question. Who know about abduction of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? And they were not interested in hearing that. They were only interested in getting me on their side. That was when I knew there is going to be a very big problem coming. After that telephone call, I cried. I started asking myself, how did Mazi Nnamdi Kanu manage with a group like this? I didn't tell this to nobody. Even some people that have been affected by this particular telephone conversation will be surprised. At a point, I started advising them, telling them the reason why we must not talking about who to sabotage and who not to sabotage. Then they were not interested anymore in continuing the conversation. I told them to go and find out whether Secretary to our leader is aware that Onyendu was in Kenya. That was the question that I asked them. I asked them until they get that information, I will not be ready to do anything contrary to what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been doing. So the call ended. Now, the first narrative came from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, DSS dungeon, that a slot should be given to me to broadcast to Biafra. I asked the people that brought the message, should I make this public? Considering the fact that before the abduction of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I have no contact and no dealing with any member of DOS. The message that I should broadcast on Radio Biafra came to me directly. Same message go to Chika Edoziem and his group. And I asked question, should I go and post this thing on my wall? Because I do not even see anything, anything special. Give me a slot to broadcast on Radio Biafra. Yes, I can go ahead. I went to my page, I announced it, that I have been given a slot cast on Radio Biafra with immediate effect. The post is still there. Okay? And at the same time, I also made a broadcast where I prayed for 1,000 men wisdom. The broadcast is still there. Then as I was making this broadcast, DOS, Asamoru and Co. were busy in the group of DOS discussing how Simon Ekpa down. In fact, it is like already a planned deal that immediately Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is abducted, the person they have to fight is Simon Ekpa. And I have now gathered enough evidence that actually it is what has been planned long time. We already have 13,000 viewers. 13,000 people are watching live and direct in 34 minutes. Because I know everybody is interested to hear this particular broadcast. Immediately, started discussing about the post I made, which says that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has ordered me to broadcast on Radio Biafra with immediate effect. And that particular post I made is still today in my page. You can go and the post I made. Did not say Mazi Nnamdi Kanu asked me to take over IPOB. It did not say Mazi Nnamdi Kanu asked me to take over Radio Biafra. It did not say apart from what I have posted. Asamoru, with his group within the DOS, discussed and how to twist what I posted, and those particular planning, I also have it on disposal. Everything they planned from that time, I have it. So when they come to tell you that somebody is giving me information, they say somebody is giving me information. The person they claim was giving me information was Madam Arewa. I have never spoken with Madam Arewa. Madam Arewa have not given me any information. I have never spoken with her till today. But I got the information. So I have not been speaking with, I have never spoken with Madam Arewa. The information is coming from her is not my business. The information of how the DOS single-handedly planned the attack on me. Those messages, I still have them today. I kept quiet. I did not react. I did not behave as if anything was going on. But DOS was planning attack on me, and they actually unleashed the attack on me on social media. And what crime I have committed to warrant the attack on me? There is no crime at all. The problem is that Chinasa Nworu told Caroline Okorafor to trust me, hate me. And I asked Caroline Okorafor, why would Chinasa Nworu hate me? Because of power. She said, because of power. I said, power, I am not interested in the leadership of IPOB. Why should Chinasa Nworu hate me? Because of power. So which means Chinasa Nworu, before Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was abducted, already have planned against me because he see that I am now working directly with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He is not happy with it. Of course, with a lot of them in the DOS, so he is the spokesperson of all the people that hate Mazi Nnamdi Kanu because of some decisions he take. Nnamdi Kanu take decisions. People he feel are truthful, are genuine, and have something to offer. They gang up against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in DOS. Immediately he was abducted, they ganged up against me in particular. After this thing happened, and I posted about broadcasting on Radio Biafra, one of the commander called me, asked me, what is going on? You are not broadcasting on Radio Biafra. Somebody contacted me. I said, has contacted me. He said, well, hold on. He put a call through to Chinasa Nworu. I have never spoken with Chinasa Nworu. I don't know who the hell he is. It was the first day and the first time I spoke with Chinasa Nworu. The ESN commander connected me and him. Whatever I am saying today is something that if it is public, it does not destroy anything. Because before I come out to do this today, I have secretly assessed every word I'm going to say here. I have also spiritually scanned every word I'm going to say here today, and there is nothing I'm going to reveal here today that is going to be a problem to this movement and to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So everybody should relax. I am not a fool. The commander of ES, Chinasa Nworu, answered the call and said, the man said, Simon Ekpa is on the phone. Why have he not given the slot to broadcast on Radio Biafra? Chinasa Nworu started shouting me. Started shouting, who do you know? Who do you think you are? Why should you go and make a post? Why should you go and post that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu gave you a platform to broadcast on Radio Biafra? Do you know the thing you need to do? Do you know the code of conduct? Do you know this? First of all, you are not IPOB member. You are answering Mazi Nnamdi Kanu disciple. And we cannot accept that. Of course, you have the right to answer whatever you know. He started bashing me because it is already something that he has planned for many months. It was not just about the abduction of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So he know that one day Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will not be there, and he's going to deal with anybody that he has brought close to himself. This man, Chinasa Nworu, shout at me. And while he was shouting at me, in the same phone, the commander, one of the commander of ESN, was on the phone. Because he was the one who put that call. Chinasa Nworu shout and shout and shout. After shouting, I told him, Chinasa Nworu, I have not spoken with you before. This is the first time. You know, somebody told me that you hate me a lot. I didn't believe it. today. Because what you just did here now shows that you hate me. And I believe that what that person said. He asked me, the person that told me that he hated me. The secretary to our leader told me you hate me. And then he said, oh, is that kind of person you are listening to? Is that the person you are listening? I said, but you just prove it to me now. Now, what have I done to you that requires all the shouting and everything that I'm receiving super chat on my platform, and I have to hand over my platform as a condition to broadcast on Radio Biafra? The ESM commander, very nice and very good person, was surprised and asked, why should I hand over my platform to broadcast on Radio Biafra? That was the first time I heard of handing over my platform, because I am collecting super chat. All right. So that particular telephone lasted for a while. The information that came from Chinas Anworu was not very good enough with the person that connected me and him. And we agreed that we are going to have a meeting with the DOS member. Of course, I already know there is no other way to go about it. Before we had meeting with the DOS, like they have all these things I'm saying now, they have come to say it on Radio Biafra, especially the meeting with the DOS. Chike Dozium, that's where he lied against me that I said they should hand me over to Radio Biafra. They should hand over Radio Biafra to me. Before I had the meeting with the DOS, of which Chinas Anworu was part of it, the DOS, the people that participated in the meeting, did not know that Chinas Anworu already bashed me ahead of that meeting. I came to that meeting prepared. I already know what they planned and what they wanted to do in that meeting. I came to the meeting very prepared. I did not give them any opportunity to bash at me. Point, Chinas Anworu started shouting in that meeting. When I told Chike Dosiem, I said, it is time for you to rise up and take responsibility and prove your leadership skills and quality. Chinas Anworu intercepted that particular and interjected immediately. Why would Simon Ekpa be here insulting the DOS that he should rise up and take responsibility? I cannot be part of a program like this. I cannot be part of a meeting like this where Simon Ekpa will be insulting the DOS and all that. He started shouting again. After shouting, he cut the phone and left that meeting. Chinas Anworu. What did I say? Only asking Chika Edoziem to live up to expectation, because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have lived, gave him this light. Let him not allow the light to die inside his hand. Chinas Anworu got so pissed. He left the meeting and somebody added him back to that meeting after shouting at me and left. So what they don't know was that before we had that meeting, Chinas Anworu has already bashed me and have given me a clue of what they were planning to do. So I did not give nobody, I didn't give any of them any chance to, ride on me, and I stood on my ground. I will not hand over my platform. And if that is signing the code of conduct, they should not send any code of conduct to me, because the code of conduct is to hand over my platform to them. And I have asked all the people that are highly placed in IPOB for demanding them to ask the DOS to send the so-called code of conduct, because there is nothing like that in existence. That is by the way. Now, having given you the background of what has happened, I want to now go into the problem, where the problem comes from. You remember I have been mentioning Chinas Anworu, right? And I tell you Chike Doziem, because Nigeria cannot have problem, and then you say Buhari is innocent. So, in Finland, they planted the coordinator called Antonio Bassi. Antonio Bassi, some of you may have watched a lot of video where they were going from one platform to another, calling me criminals, calling me all manner of name, blackmailing me. All of you have gone to, you probably must have watched videos, that I collect money to help somebody for immigration and the person was deported and all manner of story. And the Anthony Obasi himself, I have also listened to where he has been in one of those, including in Radio Biafra, in blackmailing me from one platform to another. I want to also make a record, say something for the record purpose today. That when China Sanworu, when Onyendu was abducted, somebody called China Sanworu on Radio Biafra. Somebody called China Sanworu and asked China Sanworu, what about this Simon Ekpa? What is going on about Simon Ekpa in Finland? Why is he not broadcasting on Radio Biafra and all that? China Sanworu answered the person. The broadcast is there. I cannot play it here. Go and look for it. China Sanworu answered the person, say, we have people in Finland. We have men in Finland who give us information. We are getting every information we need from Finland. So let me tell you today, the people they have in Finland are not more than 2 or 3% they have in Finland. And the reason why they implanted those people in Finland is to make sure they destroy anybody that Mazi have taken to himself and trying to work with for the actualization of Biafra. And the biggest target is Simon Ekpa. I'm going to tell you the impunity they have done in Finland. We have tried everything to unite IPOB in Finland. We succeeded uniting IPOB in Finland. And you remember a few days ago, or a few weeks ago, when I was having a program, I came to commend the man called Abanyim, who is the European rep. I came on my program to commend him. I said, Abanyim has not done anything bad to me all this while. But you remember I told you people that anybody that I commend on my program, the thing the person will do is to blackmail and attack me. So after that commendation to Abanyim, Abanyim turned against me. Now, I want you people to understand one thing. I'm going to play videos today here. I'm going to play voice messages. But before I do that, China Sanworu and Chika Edoziem, what has happened in Finland is what you are going to use to judge what is happening in America. Before Nelly Ofebu, for those of you who know why I will continue to work with Nelly Ofebu, or forget all this Idu and all that, I have not come to begin to talk about Idu. Nelly Ofebu is still working and taking Mazi as her leader. Until if she say Mazi is not him again and all that, there is a different thing. But for the fact that Nelly Ofebu believe in the ideology of Mazi and they regard Mazi as a leader and continue to work for the release of Mazi I don't have anything against her, and I will never have anything against her. So as Oyibo, so as Madam Bridget, so as Ejiasi, so as Oliver, so as all the people they have removed in America. Some of you do not understand. I will stop commending them. Some of you do not understand why, like Nelly Ofebu came out and start posting things public. You don't know that, right? Now, let me tell you before I go into what I want to do, because it is very imperative I touch this particular aspect. I told you all that the first directive coming from Mazi was all spiritual. Every directive that came the first time was spiritual. It was not ordinary. And followed after that. Manipulated. All the directive that came after the first directive was all manipulated. And the result is chaos. What you see today, chaos. So before Nelly Ofebu came and started making things public, has tried everything to solve the problem internally. Edoziem does not reply Nelly Ofebu. Chike Edoziem does not read message. Edoziem does not investigate allegations. Chike Edoziem does not do nothing when it has to do with people who have been in the struggle with them since 2012. So what they do in DOS is to defend and protect criminals. And those who dare to expose the criminals will become bad ones. They will expel them. And I'm going to prove it to you today. Anybody that wants to expose any criminal in IPOB will become expelled person. When Noli Ofebu tried as much as possible to follow the footsteps of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, setting the record very straight, they decided to expel her. And the information I have, whether there are another information, no, but the information I have was not to expel Nelly Ofebu. And remember that before Mazi Nnamdi Kanu began to give a different directive, I told you that the first directive was spiritual, and all the directive that was flawed, that was, that they did not, that was breached, that was not carried out, all those directives were all spiritual. The directive that came after that was all manipulated to suit and protect the criminals among them. The Finland coordinator was, implanted in Finland not to grow IPOB, fight Simon Ekpa. And that one is a criminal too. And I'm going to prove it to you today. Because everything I will do here, I will come with a proof. The man who you see was parading himself, calling himself Victor and all that. Also, I'm going to play his own voice here, because our own is that I don't just come and gossip. I don't do when I want to gossip, I gossip with evidence and I tell you the truth. So, Nelly Ofebu came online and began to make everything open because the DOS failed. They failed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. All the directives that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu gave in the first place, if Chike Doziem had carried out those directives, we can never be in this mess. I am telling you. We can never be in this mess. When directive came, Chika Edoziem sat on it for weeks before even reacting. So that does not go well with anybody who is a genuine Biafra agitator. That does not go well with a lot of people in the US. That does not go well with Nelly Ofebu. That does not go well with Oyibo. That does not go well with a lot of people. So imagine Nnamdi Kanu is in a critical situation where he has been abducted. If he gives direction, if he gives directive, what you have to do as the leadership, which he trusted the movement with, is to carry out his directive, whether good or bad. Without even raising any objection. Carry that directive, whether it is good or bad, because we are already in a critical situation. So when they tell you that why should Simon Ekpa not sign code of conduct that does not exist, that you want to do Nigeria government, you want to do like Nigeria, I want you to know what I'm going to do today. I want you to watch so that you understand how the DOS have destroyed this movement. There is no accusation you give them today that I'm going to question. Because they tell us that if Simon Ekpa, why should Simon Ekpa not sign code of conduct that other people signed? That are you trying to do Nigeria government? And I want to tell you today, the coordinator of Finland rented a hall where they are going to be having meeting. And after renting that hall, they are paying about 300 euros every month in that hall. Rented that hall, the coordinator of Finland subletted that hall. And that church was paying IPOB 130 euros every month. Nobody within the IPOB knew about it. Now, the coordinator of Finland, who was parading himself, calling Simon Ekpa criminal, submitted 1 month rent from the church. Finance secretary. 1 month rent. After submitting 1 month rent, he collected rent February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October. 8 months rent he collected from church. He put it in his pocket. So he collected this rent until October. And Finland people who are very genuine begin to fight for a good IPOB and the unity of IPOB in Finland. He get busted. They investigated everything and have them in documents, in papers, and in video. So he was collecting the rent, putting the rent in the pocket, and using IPOB money to pay the 300 every month. I want you to understand the criminality here. The criminality is that he collected rent from February to October. He even increased the rent from 130 euros to 150 euros. While IPOB was putting hand in the purse to pay for the rent, he is collecting the half of the rent, putting it in his pocket. And he's the coordinator of Finland. This is the man, China Sanworu. As I'm talking to you now, this is the man China Sanworu put in Finland. Because you know, they are putting all their people, immediately the abduction of Onyendu, all the people that are criminals and collecting money for them and making sure that the money they are contributing in those countries are coming to them in Germany and in Nianya. That is what they want to safeguard. They are not fighting for the freedom of Mazi and Kanu. Fighting for the movement of Biafra. It is now about contribution, monthly subscription and contribution to IPOB for them to get the money. So the coordinators they are putting today is not coordinators that will do anything to fight for Mazi and Kanu. It is coordinator that will make sure that the money they are contributing every month are going to them for them to use the money. So the thing continued. China Sanworu, the European rep, they told Finland that if you want, you have to give us evidence before we can sack the coordinator of Finland from IPO, because the criminality in him, it requires expelling from IPOB completely. Coordinator called Obasi in Finland, Anthony Obasi, what he has done is not somebody who should be in IPOB. He should be expelled completely. Now let me tell you people, European rep Agbanyim told people of Finland that them to expel Anthony Obasi, they should bring evidence of his criminality. People of Finland went to work. Bring evidence. And I'm going to show you the evidence here today. To work to bring evidence. After they bring evidence, the day they had a meeting, was opportune to be in the meeting where we're asking the coordinators some pertinent questions. And he was lying every time he opened his mouth, was lying. And everything, they have the evidence. So after the Finland IPOB gathered all the evidence of his criminal activities in Finland and sent to IPOB European rep. What the European rep told them, and we have actually made peace with other factions. That peace, we have now brokered the peace between the different factions of IPOB in Finland. Now we came together and they put a meeting. They fixed a meeting. So they fixed a meeting to discuss the impunity and the criminality of the coordinator of Finland. Now, that him, who is the European rep, POB. Wachuku, sorry, I did not mean to block you. So, sorry, Wachuku. I will try to unblock you, but not now. You may not comment. So, Wachuku, Mwakaego, I am very, very sorry for blocking you. It was not you I wanted to block. I wanted to block somebody else. So I will please unblock you after the broadcast. Please, please accept my apology. So, immediately after they have gathered all the evidences, I was in that meeting. So what the coordinator of Finland did was to put call through to China Sanworu and tell China Sanworu that, you see, they have busted me and investigated me, and Simon Ekpa was there. They find out that I'm a criminal, I'm taking the money of IPOB. And the problem now is Simon Ekpa was there. So China Sanworu, who is controlling the DOS, went to work. He immediately queried, because that's exactly what transpired. He immediately queried Agbanyem. And then after querying Agbanyem, when IPOB Finland now called Agbanyem to give Agbanyem the outcome of their investigation, Agbanyem told them was Simon Ekpa. Okay, Agbanyem told them that Simon Ekpa was in that meeting. Why would you people allow Simon Ekpa to be in the meeting? Because you know that Simon Ekpa is enemy, the coordinator of Finland. So the DOS instructed Agbanyem to tell people of Finland that they are happy with the criminals who are part of those giving them information from Finland. That why should Simon Ekpa be in the meeting where they are exposing and asking a criminal coordinator question about the embezzlement of IPOB fund? Agbanyem was not interested in the money the coordinator collected and put in his pocket. Agbanyem was not interested. And this money, he has been collecting it from February. He collected the money, he put it in his pocket, and IPOB Finland was struggling to pay 300 euros for the hall every month. What should have been happening is that the coordinator ought to have used the money he's collecting to subsidize, so that IPOB will bring 150 from their purse, while him bring 150 from the church people. But no, he was putting the money in his pocket and was paying rent from IPOB purse, full rent. Now, Agbanyem was not interested in that. He was only interested in why must they expose him in front of Simon Ekpa. I want you people to understand the criminality in the DOS. And these are the people who were telling you, why should they allow Simon Ekpa to broadcast on Radio Biafra without signing code of conduct? You want us to do like Nigeria? Why must we give Simon Ekpa a special privilege? Why must we allow him and give him a special treatment when others are signing it? Now, the question is, why would Agbanyem and the DOS not sack and expel somebody who have stolen money from IPOB? Because they want to put him in Finland. They are not interested in increasing the number of IPOB members in Finland and probably in other parts of the world. They are only interested in putting the people that will drive their own selfish interests, protecting their own selfish interests. Because when you bring some people that are good, when they have coordinators meeting, they are going to be asking brilliant questions. They don't want those kind of people among them. And let me also tell Biafrans that before Mazi was abducted in Kenya, there was a meeting that was to take place. And that meeting could have or may have changed a lot of things. But the meeting did not take place because he was abducted. I am going to play a video showing you explanation how the coordinator of Finland, one or two other person in his criminal group, stole money, embezzled money, and commit all manner of crime against IPOB in Finland. And the DOS have embraced them. They say because he is China Sanworu's brother. They come from the same place. They made him a national coordinator. From coordinator to a national coordinator. Now, what shocked me and what shocked everybody in Finland was when Agbanyim, who was actually standing by the side of truth until I commended him on social media. The Agbanyim that was standing on the truth, the Agbanyim stood, was very, very firmly standing on the truth. When they raised memo that Simon Ekpa was not a member of IPOB in Finland, brought that memo to Agbanyim. Agbanyim told the coordinator not to release such memo to the public. So for that attitude, I believe he was standing firm and on the truth. Agbanyim told them he can never be part of releasing such memo to the public because I have done nothing wrong. Now, instead of them to respect the European rep, which is Agbanyim, the same coordinator, he now worked directly with Chinas Anworu against European rep. So if you don't want to do like Nigeria, why are you now overshadowing the European rep to work directly with the coordinator of IPOB Finland against the wish and the opinion of the European rep, just to fight Simon Ekpa because Mazi Kanu have chosen Simon Ekpa to work with. So Chinas Anworu overshadowed, overheaded, and supervised everything going on and coming from Finland. He went and connived with the coordinator to release the memo. It was what they were discussing in the DOS, how to destroy Simon Ekpa. So it didn't work for them. They come with another one. It didn't work for them. Now, during this time, when they were investigating the coordinator of Finland, somebody called Raphael Ajare. Raphael Ajare was suspended. Ajare was suspended appearing in America Umuada women show. Raphael Ajare, if I am not Kelechi Ibodo, please, you have been blocked. I am very, very sorry for that. I don't know, I wanted to block somebody else. I think I will not block anybody until this broadcast. So Kelechi Ibodo, please, people should remind me to unblock Kelechi Ibodo and the other person I have mentioned earlier. I don't want to block them. So Kelechi Ibodo, please, you are going to be unblocked. I will make sure I take my time to figure out how to unblock you, and you are going to be fine in the next broadcast. The only thing now is that you are only going to be watching and you will not comment on this platform. So I apologize for that, please. Now, this whole thing was going on, and the Chinas Anworu controlled the coordinator of Finland, and to put problem. Now you see, the problem came from the fact that they have now the Finland IPOB have sacked Simon Ekpa. Simon Ekpa is not their member and all that. It all came from Chinas Anworu. Chinas Anworu was controlling the IPOB Finland coordinator against European rep. Then, when he was still standing on the truth. So, after this whole investigation, we also find out that the one who was claiming that he paid me money for his immigration thing and he got deported to Italy, he went to European rep Agbanyim to tell Agbanyim that he borrowed money from IPOB to pay his legal fees to me. That he borrowed 1,500 euros or so to pay his legal fee. They were all trying to, blackmail me, in front of Agbanyim then. So Agbanyim made contact with people in Finland, and they told him the truth. The person that borrowed that idiot money. He borrowed 1,000 euros to him. He didn't pay the money back. And the money has nothing to do with me. The money was for him to pay for the container that he was sending to Nigeria. But he went to Agbanyim to lie to Agbanyim because him and the coordinator was working together with Chinasa Nworu and blackmail me. So Chinasa Nworu was fighting against everything that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu put in place, including people. Now let me tell you, I am not saying it is only Chinasa Nworu, but I'm telling you he's the one they affronted. The people in DOS who are trying to destroy everything Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has done, they are using Chinasa Nworu to front. Chinasa Nworu is their spokesperson. And they have seen where this whole thing have landed. It has landed in a place where Biafra have come to know that they have sold the struggle and they are sabotaging Mazi Nnamdi Kanu because every directive Mazi Nnamdi Kanu gave, they have disobeyed it. They have disobeyed every directive. So those of you who are telling me or saying to the people asking why Simon Ekpa is not broadcasting on Radio Biafra, do you want to do what Nigeria government are doing? Do you want that Simon Ekpa be given a special privilege? Do you want that he don't sign other things other people are signing? My question is, why have they not sacked the IPOB coordinator in Finland who have stolen money from IPOB and he is not even contributing, he is not paying monthly dues, he has never contributed money for ESN and the audit are there. And which are, for those of them who will come online and say, Simon Ekpa, come and show where you have contributed money. This is my receipt. Tell the IPOB in Finland, the IPOB coordinator, Anthony Obasi in Finland, to bring his own receipt. Not the receipt that he's going to forge tomorrow. The receipt accompanied with audit of finance. Since 4 years, he has been the coordinator in Finland. When he bring the receipt, he bring the audit that shows he paid monthly dues and he paid for ESN. He has never raised any money for ESN. And one thing I want to tell Biafrans today is that while this guy was collecting the money for rent, POB in Finland was contributing 10 euros for this rent. Contributing 10 euros each to pay the rent. Aside the monthly dues, aside the whatever they have contributed for ESN, I think in the ESN money, only few people contributed ESN money in Finland because they never done fundraising. When we talk about fundraising, this coordinator destroyed the fundraising idea, coming from other people because they don't want Simon Ekpa to come close to them. The coordinator, that was the instruction given by Chinasa Nworu and the DOS because I have the messages, everything they discuss in their forum, in the DSS forum, the DOS forum. I have the message. That is why they say they sack Madam Arewa. But the good thing is that I have never received any message directly from Madam Arewa, and that is a story for another day. And if actually that they are sacking and removing Madam Arewa, the question you should be asking yourself, what has Simon Ekpa done to warrant discussing him in the DOS forum? You leave everything that you should be discussing. You leave about planning how to embark on things that will release our leader. You forget about everything about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and what you discuss in the forum of the so-called DOS is how to fight Simon Ekpa on social media. Telling Biafrans today that what you see going on social media, worse, is even happening in the DOS forum. That's why they don't have anything to do. That's why they have not come up with any strategy, because everything they have in their mind is how to destroy Simon Ekpa and every other person that followed him. Now they decided to cut tails of Simon Ekpa. They sack Nelly Ofebu. They say immediately they sack Nelly Ofebu, Simon Ekpa will go down. Sack Nelly Ofebu for fighting. So after that, it was not enough. They say who again? They say Jasi was working with Madam Oyibo. They say Oliver was working with Madam Oyibo. So let us sack them and replace them with other coordinators in North America. They sacked Jasi. They sacked Oliver. All these things was happening because they want to cut Simon Ekpa tail. They believe that Simon Ekpa was working with these people for the interest of the Biafra struggle. I don't have any access to IPOB money. I don't have any access to IPOB document. What I'm doing is what I have been doing before Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was arrested. Creating awareness, soliciting for people to contribute money for the movement, and let us do what we are doing and move forward. That's all I have been doing, and I will continue to do that. Now, it did not help anything. They replaced AGRC with somebody. It didn't help. They replaced Oliver. It didn't help. And they say, okay, the next person to sack is Madam Oyibo. Now they went and concocted all manner of story. Who knows the story they concocted? And they say the next person is sack Madam Oyibo. All this sacking you see is to fight Simon Ekpa because they see that I am in good term with those women. I remember that when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was abducted, a group of people already called me to say they want me to work with them. And once I work with them, Madam Oyibo is gone and his group. So I don't know that Madam Oyibo have a group then. And I have come to find out there is no group. Madam Oyibo is working for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, just like every other person like Nelly. Now, after this thing, they started to cut tails. So what you see happening, the sack of Madam Oyibo has nothing to do with Biafra. It has nothing to do with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It has nothing to do with Madam Oyibo is sabotaging ESN. No. It has nothing to do with Madam Oyibo is against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. No. It has nothing to do with Madam Oyibo is against Ipob. No. The only reason they sack Madam Oyibo and every other person is to cut my tail. Simon Ekpa. I want those people who are errant, who have been working for the DOS, that before they come to tell you the topic to do, I have them. And I have the discussion where they were discussed in the forum of DOS. It is here on my phone. Now, I have given you some clue, and I have told you that the problem happening today come from Finland, because the people, when Chinas Anworu answered a phone call on Radio Biafra, he said, we have men in Finland who give us information. And the point now is that those men they claim to have in Finland, who give them information, have been feeding them deliberately with wrong information about me. Whether the information that we were feeding them was whether it was deliberate or whether after feeding them the information, Chinas Anworu changed it. He is talking to the people in DOS, only them knows that particular one, how the information changes. When I wanted to interview Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they were on phone with him. They said, don't do it. Don't do it. You must not interview him. Don't do it. Don't do it. He didn't take oath. He's not an oath member. He's not an IPOB member. You must not go and he must not appear in his program. These people were on phone 24/7. Convince Nnamdi Kanu to appear on my program. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu talked to me, sent me, he asked the person that administered the oath to me, which is the mother of the secretary. So he gave a message. He told me. After that message, I have my reason why I didn't take the oath. The reason why I did not take the oath then was because I want to prove to the world that you don't need to be an oath member of IPOB for you to do something for Biafra restoration. The reason why I did not take oath because I want to change the narrative. People see IPOB because a lot of lies have been told. I want to prove to people that you don't have to be an IPOB to do something for Biafra restoration. And I proved that. I was not an IPOB oath member before Mazi Nnamdi Kanu recognized me. As you can do that as well. You can do something for Biafra struggle before you take oath. So I know how I should have just gone and called somebody to administer me oath. But no. I said I want to lay a foundation to prove people wrong. The Nnamdi Kanu I have watched for many years. I have come to know. I studied him very well. I've come to understand understanding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, deliberately misrepresenting his ideology. When they tell you, you are not oath member, all these people telling you oath, they are all people of nincompoop idiots who don't have anything upstairs. So the only thing they know is oath this, oath that. But I have been able to prove to them that you don't need oath. Your talent and support Biafra restoration and support Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You don't need oath. I proved you that. I was not an oath member when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu mentioned my name on Radio Biafra severally. I was not an oath member when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu answered the question, say, what Simon Ekpa is doing, only one Chineke can do it. He's one Chineke. One of us. I was not an oath member. It is only the people who are not real in the struggle that are shouting oath. And when they take the oath, they do evil. Like the coordinator of Finland is under oath. Of Finland is under oath. Victor, who is going from one platform to other, blackmailing Simon Ekpa about immigration issue, is under oath. But what did they do? They opened their mouth, they lie. The coordinator of Finland is under oath. What did he do? He sabotaged and betrayed the struggle for Biafra. Because while ESN was looking for money, since February, ESN was looking for money. This guy was collecting 130 euro and every month and putting it in his pocket. I want you to change 130 euro into naira. I know how much it is. I know how many people it is going to feed in the camp of ESN. This coordinator was collecting that money, putting in his pocket, and at the same time, the IPOB was putting hand into their purse to pay 300. So when he collected the subsidy, he put it in his pocket. Now, if that is not a betrayer, if that is not criminal, if that is not against the oath, what else is against the oath you took? What else is that if you betray the struggle? What else? It is for the selfish interest. That is why when you see they are always talking about money, because all of them are benefiting directly or indirectly from Nzama. Have you seen where Nzama is coming from? I call them Nzama people. Sanworu was doing Nzama also. Madam Oyibo have requested for account the money being sent to ESN. China Sanworu have never provided any account. China Sanworu have never provided any details of any account. So how do you think there are people in America who have worked their life, who are civilized, who are intelligent, will come and be doing nonsense with the motopark algorithm like you people? So when they ask them for accountability, we turn it to attack. Account. What did you do with the money? Can't you say, this one alone, no, tomorrow we'll do this, we'll use it and do that? Nobody do. We are in 21st century. You have to account for everything you do with people's money. They are not doing that. What they are interested in is that Simon Ekpa is getting supercharged. In my own platform that I suffered with my own money to build, nobody paid dime to it. I am still spending money building the app. I'm spending my time every day to preach on Biafra. While people, professionals like me, I'm a professional like me, IPOB are paying them to do their job. Nobody is paying me. Put my money, I put my time, because I am fighting for the future of my children and my generation to come. When people give me super chat, you want to die. While your coordinator in Finland is collecting money and putting in his pocket. And you are yet to sack him. Because the job is to make sure no genuine person will come closer to the IPOB in Finland. So today, let us now start. First of all, I am going to show you a contract to show you the criminality of the IPOB, the coordinator called Antonio Bassi in Finland, that he did not commit, to them, the crime is not enough. Nelly Ofebu have committed crime. They spared her, according to her. Tell me, what crime did Nelly Ofebu commit? Nelly Ofebu was fighting against this impunity I want to expose today. Madam Oyibo fought against the impunity I want to expose today. The one they call Darlington was expelled for fighting the same impunity. I protested against his suspension. Today, he has turned around to fight me. And what he is not answering is that, have that thing he was fighting for, leading to his suspension, be solved? The answer is no. I want you to understand, I can never support evil. I will always stand by the truth, and the truth shall always set me free. And let me tell you, the only truth that can stand the test of time. Today, I will review one thing, that the coordinator of Finland did not only steal money from IPOB, he did not commit only just a crime, he also committed a very big fraud. Wrote agreement with Biafra Republic in Finland to collect rent. And this is going, for them who said they want to take Simon Ekpa to court and all that, I am waiting for that. But let me tell you, I'm already very angry. They may end up taking the guy to court because he was making profit for an organization that is non-profit organization. He wrote agreement with a name, Biafra Republic. So I'm going to show it to you on the screen. Because everything we do here is pump and play. Just come and talk. I'm going to show you, and then I will play the videos that follows. By the way, we have 15,000 viewers, 15,055 viewers. This particular program today, in 1 hour, 30 minutes into this program, we have 55 viewers on all the platforms. The live streaming app is not functioning. I don't know why. I have to check that. Now, what you are seeing on the screen is the agreement written by the coordinator of Finland to sublet a premises where IPOB are having meeting. And he rented this in the Biafra name, and he is collecting the money and putting the money into his pocket. Now, I want to read the agreement. I know somebody will read the agreement in the video, but I want to read the agreement to you. This agreement was signed on the 23rd of January 2021. He said, this is an agreement between Grace Church and Biafra Republic, IPOB. So without even getting Biafra, the coordinator in Finland is already making agreement with the Biafra Republic and in bracket IPOB. Thus, Nelly Ofebu is the one to expel. Madam Oyibo is the one to expel. Every other person, AGRC, All the people in North America are the one to expel. Simon Ekpa is the one to expel. But look at a coordinator, because he's a brother to China Sanworu, who told you, why should they give Simon Ekpa a special preference? He is making agreement in a civilized country, Finland, a Biafra republic, in bracket, Ipob, crime in Finland. First of all, Biafra is not a country. Biafra is not a country. So why would you go and make agreement with Biafra Republic? Why would you make agreement with Biafra Republic? In bracket, Ipob. We have agreed that Biafra Republic will rent us for the purpose of doing our church services every Saturday, 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. And who signed the agreement is there. And the name of the renter, Biafra Republic, signed Ipob Mazi Obasi, 23rd of January 2021. But you see, they are the one going from one platform to another to call Simon Ekpa criminal. He was the one calling on different platforms. Simon Ekpa is this, Simon Ekpa is that. He was the one calling on Radio Biafra. Simon Ekpa is this, Simon Ekpa is that. Using blood money, eating blood money, as small as 150 euros. He pocketed it. And why other Biafrans, other IPOB members in Finland are struggling to pay 10 euros, their monthly dues. This guy taking 150 euros cool cash in his pocket. When you talk to him, he tell you and maybe hear more. Now I have just shown you one evidence. And the day the church people were approached to bring the person or the document that gave them the right to use that particular place to do church service, they brought out the agreement. It is time. Let us start. Now, I want to, the voice I want to play to you now is the voice of the so-called Victor, the one that is going with the coordinator in every platform to tell how Simon Ekpa collected his money for immigration and he did not do anything and Simon Ekpa is a fake and he's not a lawyer and all that. I want you to hear the voice of that particular criminal as well, where he was telling you some of his crime in Finland. And remember, he has also gone to tell the European rep that he collected money to pay legal fee to me. I want you people to listen to his voice. Although it is going to be in Igbo language, but I will explain to if I can. But let me make it very clear, very quickly. I want everybody to pay attention.
IPOB, one family. Bikono, this message and send to this platform IPOB Finland. And on your jaw, go you say or dear manu, go to send there out. Or more, Anna Yochuku, Okaf. Or more neighbor.
Anna Yochuku Okaf, are you people hearing him?
No, for this OP Finland. And give that message, a lot of message, because he's a web accountant of Finland. Where Julia concerning it. When here battle between way to where men for those now with our fam. One I to go now last meeting IPOP Finland no mail. wee sị na-enyere m ego for container. Wee na-ajụ ha kedu ụdị okwu dị ya ala. Biko nụ, ndị be anyị sị na onye amaghị ebe a nọ n'izu na abụọ na abụọ obido aịda na obido n'okwu ka ọ n'isi amụrụ nke esi ekwu ya. Mana njọ ka nkọwara unu something n'ihe a, because the whole IPOB in this platform, making sure that everybody should listen to this message.
They are listening.
Amaro can mesi where Biana IPOB take a vote to the Maya against IPOB and the Nayimbo one family.
Yes.
Sabotage na IPOB. Against of IPOB.
Yes.
So where will my IPOB family, Finland, as my family.
Mm-hmm. That is what they do. That is what they will first of all tell you, oh, how we are O2 members, how can I sabotage IPOB? I said 130 and 150 euros. My brother, 130 and 150 euros. Where are you? Promo. Sorry. You know, this thing is moving very fast. Promo, you asked a question, you say 150 or 130 euros. The exact amount was 130 euros and 150 euros. He was collecting 130 euros and then he increased it. He increased the rent to 150. He was collecting 130 before, he didn't give account, and IPOB was paying the all amount from their own pocket. So he also increased it. So Promo Chooks, MC Promo, he was collecting 130, and then later on he increased the money to 150. And in those increments, and the one he has been collecting before, he only submitted 1 month of account. And when he came to the investigative team, he lied that he started collecting just July or so, or June or July. He did not tell them that he has collected February, March, April, May, you know. So he said he was collecting June. So he has been collecting 130 and increased it to 150. For the record, because I'm going to play the video here. But let us listen to this man. This one, the voice you are listening to now, is the voice of that Victor who was going all around and calling Simon Ekpa criminal and all that. Now listen to the criminals themselves. All they want to do is to blackmail Simon Ekpa. But why they are the real criminal? And the people using them are the DOS and the Mazi Chinasanworu. He's not supposed to have Mazi in his name. Chinasanworu is the one that is doing all the carnage you see in IPOB today. So until if Biafrans want Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to come out, deal with the DOS. Because they have sold this struggle. They have betrayed. Today, the only thing they do in their platform is Simon Ekpa, planning how to attack me. How to expose, I don't know what they want to expose about me. I want you to listen to the people who have been going around shouting Simon Ekpa, Simon Ekpa. Listen to them.
IPOB, Makamoana Yochukusi Abia meeting before. So to start with it, to cut the matter short, when we have a problem with the immigration Finland, and the Juroma Finland were not Juma quickly went along. Never. So I may apply for Iwa Finland. Even I may apply Iwa Finland. And a lot of people now vote, including Chica, now other people, even coordinator. Some people now vote, no vote. Unujama no vote to guy Cambo. So after Kemejalo, we vote to see na government in Gualfa, on your one, I will need you finish document, I will vote. Now hire weapon from vote and then you date in your time. So Mbangwa can make Ngwafiam. So will go when Kangwaya make one container, Ibu my container in gold. Let me even go. And I'll be on Finland, they will. I'll be on Finland and make Guayana Finland. Emeka Mwagona line. I know how painful of them to that day. Not an ayadi. The world weapon app abịa m ọrụ ka m gwawa otu gbanye app ma ọ bụ na m apụgo na line I know how abụrụkwa that machine awa nnọrọ n'ewesị na m ejego skuta wee kpọọ coordinator gwa ya na-ekwe ihe m na-agabiga kịta and nnọrọ n'ụlọ menwe nzi ego m ji akwụ ụgwọ ụlọ and kọntena m nọ n'ụzọ kọntena m nọ n'ụzọ nshipụ and the bill of loading na-apụta.
Let me take it a little bit back to ebe ọgwara unu.
Ngwa ya na ịkpụgbo kọntena m ibupụ my kọntena ngo na-eme ibe ngwa ya and abịara m Finland abịa m Finland and na-ego ahịa na Finland. Emeka ma very well ọ Emeka mgbawata na Finland ọmụ ebe ngoro ahịa izi ọmụ ebe otu oduso mmụọ ndị o nyere m aka Emeka nyere m aka na Finland a ojekwa mgbe ebe m na-alahụ na Finland a so nwere mgbe m bịara Finland ịrụ ọrụ mana duto na m abịazịa duto ka ihe si wee do and ọdụka ego nwoke ji na-agwụ mbanye dobazie ọrụ ka m wee ebe aka ọnwa ntụpọ mechaa Chineke nyere m aka m nwetakwa ego bidokwakọ ihe kọntena. To cut the matter short, after carrying ship this container of one bill of loading on 5,500 the container na Nigeria. The world weapon app abịa m ọrụ ka m gwawa otu gbanye app ma ọ bụ na m apụgo na line. I know how painful ọ dị m to that day nọta na ya dị. Ndị m na-anọ na ya dị gwa m na m anyị achọ mụchọwa another app m na-eji wee rụọ ọrụ. Chineke mee ebere Emeka ala ji ewesị na m na-ejego skuta wee kpọọ coordinator gwa ya na-ekwe ihe m na-agabiga kịta and nnọrọ n'ụlọ menwe nzi ego m ji akwụ ụgwọ ụlọ and kọntena m nọ n'ụzọ kọntena m nọ n'ụzọ nshipụ and the bill of loading na-apụta and na-arụghị ọrụ mebi nwe ego m na-eji wee kwapụta ngwa afịa and onwere onye kekwana ihe mere na ma gwarịa ya sinsi n'Odoni ejighị ego ebe a bụ Maazị Obasi n'Odoni ejighị ego kịta
ịrụkwa Maazị Obasi gwa ya Odoni ejighị ego kịta
at least na-ama m as a hard call of IPOB in Finland na ọwụ na ihe mere bụ na ya enyela m aka na ada enyekwa ndị mmadụ ego IPOB
akụkọ
but na ya like ịgwa kọwalụ mmadụ ịnọ ma ịtọ ka enyela m dị aka ka njegote meshin ka mbido lụbakwa wotu
ọ anaghị enye ndị mmadụ aka o jikwa ego the person is having money for IPOB o jikwa ego rent ọ na-anata he could not even use that money for the rent ọ na-anata to pay him or help him. He want to also collect another money from IPOB. Ego anaghị ego adịghị and the ESN were suffering in the bush. ESN was suffering in the bush. Anata ego na-eti na akpa na-eri ya. I want everybody to listen.
So, etu a ka mụ na ya si wee kwuo si Chukwu nye n'aka unu merụ m ya. So we binye m ego wee ba na line chọwa second hand machine wee nweta nke izi ngolu sef 350 euro
ego IPOB. Okay.
Go the machine or walk
Nego IPOB and this is somebody who is a rich man a importer exporter now to container of on a bill of loading everything 5,000 euros, but he was borrowing 300 from IPOB, and the one they call the coordinator cannot even put hand in his own pocket to bring money and give to him as a member. He cannot do that. They must dip hand into the pocket of IPOB to bring the money and give to him. What is happening here should give you a picture of what the DOS are doing. Today, let them bring a proof of where Nelly embezzled money. Bring a proof of where Madam Oyibo embezzled money. Whether bring a proof of where Simon Ekpa embezzled their money. Let them bring a proof of where every other person they have sacked embezzled money. There is no proof like that. And there is nothing like that. Rather, those people that have been sacking are the ones supporting with their money, with their finance. Some have invested over $500,000. Strong. Some of the people that sacked today, as I'm talking to you, have invested $500,000. They don't know about that. So it pains somebody like me that have access to privileged information that some of them don't have. I'll tell you this. Some people have invested $500,000. They come on Radio Biafra, bash them, call them Ashawo. Invested $500,000. When you talk, there will be flashing receipt of 10 euro. Look, I am paying my monthly dues, 10 euro. And the DOS is the one sponsoring them, covering them up. They cage Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Everything Mazi Nnamdi Kanu does, they cage him. They shouting, I need 100 men. People are not asking questions. These are the problem of this movement. Today, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in DSS dungeon. And what did they do? They are praising the media warriors for fighting against Simon Ekpa. Simon Ekpa has become the biggest obstacle to them. They are fighting, they are planning and dishing out money, credit card, recharge card, go and attack Simon Ekpa. And why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in the DSS dungeon? They have not brought out any strategy. They say, some of them are even working with Nigerian politicians. Want to do what we call a political solution. We agree. But when is the political solution coming? Is the political solution coming? What I am doing today is after today, you are going to know that the DOS has become the biggest betrayer of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu come and have a different opinion in what I'm doing today, I will apologize and give him my reason. Because there are reasons why I'm doing this today, and I'm not going to tell you that reasons. I just want you to understand, if you want Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's best interest, DOS must rise up. They can never rise up again because they have eaten the forbidden fruit. What they do now is to destroy even the ESN. They are calling the names of people, are destroying everything. I think that when they do like that, it is easy and they are going to bring us. Look at what the Nigerian government have done. They say some people are eating human flesh, they are abducting people, and they say, they mention Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, tell us to do this and do that. Agent of Nigeria government. So I want everybody to listen. This is just a beginning. I am coming with videos for you to know the impunity. This particular deal. So when I am doing something, before I come to talk, don't just talk. I talk with evidence because that is my profession. My profession is not to come and talk rubbish. I don't engage in discussion that I don't know what I'm doing. I engage in discussions that I have evidence and I have information. I want everybody to listen.
I only 15 days due to I got a packet $1 I went to another one after come with this young good also when you go to good also 500 euro and then where's him going when I okay. Go 550 euro.
All this Egan Ebinia, this is the man who go to different platforms to call me criminal. It was not recorded. It was not in the record of IPOB. It was because the information leaked because of what is happening in Finland. People went underground to start investigating. When that money was given to him, the first one, the second one, did he pay back? The answer is no. He didn't pay the money. It was because of the exposition that the people of Finland took upon themselves to investigate what is going on. They found out that they gave him money. He didn't pay the money back. Remember that this man, from the beginning of this talk, he told you how he took oath. He can never sabotage IPOB. Now, what is sabotage? If you have borrowed money for months, you are making 4,000 euros every month. You are sending container of $5,000 or 5,000 euros and ordinary 500 euro. 500 euro you collected from organization that is struggling. Organization movement, freedom movement that is struggling. You collected 500 and you could not pay the money back. This is his voice. I am playing it now, and I am coming to the coordinator. These are the people the DOS, under the supervision of China Sanwo-Olu, put in Finland to cause problem. You must stay in Finland, cause problem, so that Ekpa, Simon Ekpa, cannot come close. Do you know what do you know what they told them? Do you know what they told them the last one? Agbanyim opened his mouth. Tell the people, the IPOB members in Finland, that if Simon Ekpa come to the meeting, they should not allow him to stay in the meeting with them. That was the message. And I am waiting for the day I will go to meeting. Let me see Agbanyim come to tell me to leave the meeting. Because I will be there. Now the man is still there as a national coordinator in Finland. I'm going to play the video. Now I want you, because even those who were telling me, calling me since yesterday, Madam Simon Ekpa, don't do exposition. Don't do it. I am not doing exposition, no. I am not doing exposition of the DOS yet. To tell you where the problem of the movement started and where it is going to end. It started from Finland, it will end in Finland. Now, the day, if ever, I am going to make broadcast exposing the real thing in the DOS, that day the internet will catch fire. So today, I am only here to tell you where the problem of IPOB started, this particular problem now, where it is going to end, and those behind it. And I'm telling you that the DOS, every proof available to me, are not the people that will stay and work with Mazi. Never. They are not the people to associate with. Last people to associate with is this particular DOS. They are worse than Nigeria government. All criminals, anybody that supports a criminal is a criminal. And I told them, God will use me to end the impunity so that Biafra will move forward. When Mazi is going to know whether what I am saying today and what I have done now is good for the movement. Because any movement for freedom that is built on lies can never stand the test of time. We are going to get people. Mazi, I pray that people who will stand by the truth in your absence will come today. I want everybody to listen.
Some of you people known at this platform, Mfozemo Kananya machine, not motor, because Italian driving license may expire for long. Driving license in Kenya, motor now finish Liberian driving license.
Are you people hearing it? That his Italian driving license or driver's license expired for long. Italian driver's license expired for long. And he was driving in Finland with Liberia driving license. I want those of you who stays in Europe, in Schengen state, to, you can actually tell yourself what is the crime, how does traffic crime affect your residence in some of these developed Schengen states, like in Nordic countries. How does your traffic crime, when you have a traffic crime, how does it affect your stay, your residence permit, your document? When you have not even gotten residence permit, you are already showing a sign of a criminal. Police, I want everybody, in fact, let him you be the one who is going to say it by himself.
So this Liberian is stop one. We're going to go 2 years. Me will foreign African driving license then finish. In only 2 years. With their driving license for European driving license.
All those things he's saying is rubbish. Completely rubbish. Whoever gave him that information, I don't know, but it is rubbish. I want some of you who live in Europe, serve the country where you live. When you drive without a license, what does it mean? What can police do to you? And what will immigration police do to you? And you have not gotten even document. And you are already committing crimes. But to him, as one Fibo, it's not a crime. To him, it's just a driving with a Liberia. I want you to hear the story now. Just listen.
When we put my European driving license, because I'm with European driving license.
Okay.
Now you see, you can one higher consider, but no expire. The policeman now come here immediately send their ACs here.
Okay. Are you people listening? You see, I told you people that when they were going to one platform to another, when China Sanworu control this idiot to go from one platform to another to bring document. I was telling you people that even the document he was carrying has detailed crimes he committed in Finland. I was joking. The document he had, only that the document wasn't finished. The document he had with him contained the crimes he has committed in Finland. And I want you to listen to him explaining some of the crimes he has committed. First of all, he present a Liberian driver license, and his own European license expired 2 years ago, and he presented expired driver license to police. Finnish police decided that he cannot even move that car again from that point. He said it by himself on this ground and other reasons, other crimes he committed, criminal offense and all that. He now come to social media with the coordinator of Finland, going from one platform to another to call Simon Ekpa a criminal. While he is the criminal himself. And this is not my voice. This is him explaining his own ordeal. I am an immigration lawyer with many years of experience. Somebody, when you come to a law firm, there are, in Finland, for example, there are different lawyers in Finland. You have the Asianaya, you have the Lakimias that belong to Asiana Lito, you have the Lakimias that belong to Lakimias Lito, you have those who don't go to court. Different legal representative in Finland. I choose the one I want to be. I'm an immigrant with many years, over 15 years of experience. Why would somebody be good? And my information is there in the public. My company website is there. I own a law firm in Finland. I own a law firm in Finland. I specialize on immigration law. Why would somebody, the way Ejiofor is now, Ejiofor have people who works in his firm. It does not mean that when somebody come to Ejiofor, somebody can decide to also to be a consultant in law. It does not mean that when you come to me, I will go and represent you in court. But in Finland have different system, different legal system. So before you begin to blackmail somebody online, take me to police. Why would you go to online and start blackmailing? Don't you know police? Go and take me to police. That is how it works. If you feel that I have done scam to you, if you feel that I have scammed you, that I misrepresent myself, you hire a lawyer in Finland. Those who are hired, you hire them and say, this Simon Ekpa is a scam. Look at his page. Look at what he's doing. And to deal with him. I have been in this country for a while, my people. So if they feel that I'm not what I think I am, they should go to court. Why should they come to Radio Biafra? Why should they go to all this illiterate broadcasting online to tell what I am not? Is that how to handle a case? Is that a court? Is a social media ranting a police station? Finland have a law. This is a country where you cannot just commit crime and go free. So if anybody feel, if anybody feel that if he feel that I have scammed him or duped him, he say he has stayed in Italy for 20 years and he don't know the procedure how to report somebody to authority. So this is to tell you that the only person and the people pushing them, thinking that I am that kind of person that will just overlook them, is China Sanworu and the DOS. They have taken more than they can chew. Now, I believe I have addressed that particular one. Now, let us now continue to listen to him. Police, let me take it back a little bit.
Then I finish. In only 2 years, their driving license for European driving license. When we can my European driving license, because I'm European driving license. Now go see here come one higher consider, but no may expire. The policeman now look immediately send their ACs.
Okay.
And the Maya Yazimoto member, they back in Kita.
Okay. I hope you know the implication of that. Police told him, you cannot drive this motor again. Where they have stopped you now, they are going to tow that motor. Towing. So if you live in Europe, you know what it means. When police arrest you or stop you, traffic police, and tell you that, this crime, the traffic crime is so huge that they cannot even allow you to drive the car again, that the car will be towed by a towing van. They are going to bring towing van to tow the car. And of course, as he was saying it like this, it looks so easy. It looks so, the small thing. It looks so that they just stole they pounded the car. Yeah, it looked like it is not. But those who live in Europe and understand how the system works will understand the level of traffic crime somebody will commit, apart from drinking, apart from drunk and drive. You know the level of crime you are going to commit for police to impound your car, presenting false document, forged document, and at the same time, driving without a license. It's a big offense. And he paid fine for them. And in all the things that has happened in him being deported. But when they come to online, they lie. Simon Ekpa collected money from me. You think I will do my job without collecting money from you? I am a social service that you will spend my time without collecting money. My hourly fee is 150 to 200 euros per hour. That is my fee. I said it before. 100 to 200 euros per hour. Live here plus VAT, plus VAT. It's my job. If I bill you 150 euros per hour, it's just that I have mercy for you. My fee for hour is 150 euros per hour to 200 euros. So if I follow you to police, you pay my fee. Follow you to police, you pay my fee. You pay my fee. I don't help you for free. I am not a social worker. If you come to me, you pay my fee. Well, let us continue.
I told some towing van here to ya. I told a towing van 150 euro away blue motor where get back here.
You hear that? Towing van.
All are emergency. ya na mma eweta ego ewetapụrụ m ya mbido gbawagodo mbọ kọntena m na Naijiria kwuchi na m narọ pastọ IPOB pastọ unu mmụọ 2,500 euro ka m narọ pastọ.
And when he was telling Agbanyim, he collected 2,000 from here, he collected 1,000. He told Agbanyim that he collected those money to pay here. Because he know they have been exposed. And I hope and I wish that Agbanyim is watching this thing today for them to know how these people have used them, how Chinasa have used Agbanyim. Because I'm going to hit very hard on Agbanyim very soon. Agbanyim is watching this to know how Chinasa is going to destroy him as well. Because Agbanyim want me to come to meet him. So he will come from where he is to Finland here and tell Finland people and push me out of meeting when I come there. The people, they will go to Chinasanworu, connive with Chinasanworu, and then they will begin to blackmail me all over the internet. But then, they are using IPOB money to do business. They are using IPOB money when ESN is dying in hunger. When ESN have no equipment. When ESN don't have here. And Simon Ekpa is the one shouting on social media, bringing people to the struggle. I know how many people I have converted in Finland, which their money is part of this particular money that they have borrowed him. Converted them. It was through my preaching. They joined the struggle in Finland. Some of them, even some of them were not even members. They are contributing, and I gave them account number of Finland involved in this money that they are borrowing now. People that I converted through my preaching are paying, and it is happening all over the world. But you know what? I have become the saboteur. Bring your receipt where you pay. I want you to go and ask the coordinator of Finland to bring the receipt of his payment to IPOB. Let us calculate how much paid. The entire life in IPOB. Let's calculate how much he has paid in his entire life. But people are paying $100,000 in America. Paying $50,000 in America. And when those people pay that money, they insult them. They call them agents of Nigeria. They call them that they have collected the money from Nigeria government. They call them Ashawo. And when you talk, they say, I am IPOB paying. Look at my payment receipt. How much? 10 euros. 10 euros. How much do you pay in a year? But somebody who brings $100,000 because of the way the person she want or he want freedom. Call them Ashawo on Radio Biafra. This is what they have turned to do in the absence of Mazi Namdekano. They chase everybody who is contributing, who is supporting Mazi Namdekano. So we are going to expose them. I said after today, we are going to put them in the trash. We are going to put them in the DOS are worse than Nigeria government. Anytime they open their mouth to talk, all lies and criminality, supporting evil, and chasing and expelling those whom Mazi Namdekano single-handedly appointed to do something. And they are doing it with their money.
Story ka akọwara ya nke ahụ aga elere ọfụma onwere ihe o generate
yes
nso akwagodo onwe m
mana ego IPOB he didn't pay it
ka m wee na-arụkwa ọrụ.
Okay.
So mgbe m na-arụ ọrụ a m na-arụ mgbe bido ịkwụ ụgwọ onye m bitere ego 5,550 euro ka charging for bill of loading.
Okay.
Even ayọ m Ikenna ego that time Ikenna gwa m eji ego. Ayọ m coordinator anyị osi m ya ejiro because mgbe agụ nwee problem ihe gbasara moto. Ayọ m a lot of people ego ka m wee gwa that mgbe ahịa anwere onye nye m ya. Onye ọzọ nye m ego Pastor nyem 2,500, 2,000 ka onye mfu ihe gbasara container. 500 or 150 onye m ji sustain mgbe ego nri mgbe nna anya that machine.
And kiwe malukwa akwa okwa onye na-akpali, you know, onye nke okwa onye this man went to the European rep to tell him that this money he's mentioning now that he collected for his container was to pay for his legal fee, to pay what he told Agbany. All this money he was mentioning here for container, he told Agbany it was to pay me, for me, services. And he's still owing me money. He's still owing for my services. He didn't pay them. So, but that one, I know how to collect it.
That machine. So, on a so, I got connected to that one come with the money. Instead, I'm there with the money. Problem na-eju na immigration na-agbagharị.
Yes.
Emecha agwa m kwụsị ọrụ na nweta nka m rụrụ ọrụ wuti ndụrụ ọrụ again na mma ejerie nga. Eji m akụ mmadụ arụ ọrụ. Ọrụ na-abịa n'ozi ọdụ ka esi na ọrụ onye oyi na-arụ ọ na-arụ n'eze onwe ọ na-arụ n'eze onwe. I have to put that thing to stop.
Ọ na-arụ n'eze onwe ya. And at the end of the day, he was working with somebody's app, you know, and the police also arrested him, working with somebody's app. Arrested him. Another crime. They asked you not to work. You were working illegally in Finland, collecting money through somebody's app. Have you seen the person that was going from one platform to another, castigating me? Calling me all manner of. You know, one thing about me is that God will always confuse you. Once you begin to blackmail me, I will wait for the right time because I know your blackmailing will not last. That is why I say only truth will stand the test of. Start to fight Simon Ekpa. I will wait. My day is coming because it is from your own mouth. It is from your own mouth also that God will use to vindicate me. So I will wait. It doesn't matter how it is going to come. I don't know. But at the end of the day, it is you that will still use your mouth. Get me. And that is what is happening. And God will always position people. That's what God is doing. Put everywhere. All of you now that you think you are fighting for me, you are not fighting for me. You are fighting and defending truth, and you are fighting for Biafra. It is not me. I don't even know who you people are. I don't know all of you. But if I go to social media, I see how you people are defending truth, not me. And God has positioned all of you. It's the only thing now Mazi Nnamdi Kanu need. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu need people that will stand by the truth, irrespective of the whole world turn against them. Because at the end of the day, this truth is what will be built. The foundation of Biafra restoration will be built on truth and nothing but the truth. So, as you are defending me, you are not defending me. You are defending the truth and you are defending Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and defending Biafra. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu don't have people in the US. I am telling you, he don't have nobody. People that are there, they want him dead. We must protect him. He doesn't, you see, let me tell you, what is happening now happened before. Happened before. Nobody will dare to say it. I am going to say it and even say more. It doesn't matter how they pretend to be the IPOB. It doesn't matter how they pretend to be the leader. It doesn't matter how they pretend to be the engine house of IPOB. Engine with corrupt people can never bring Biafra. That is why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in pain every day. Engine house with fraud and criminals, supporting criminals, can never ever move Biafra movement forward. That is why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is crying. Why he's crying for 100 men. So there is no engine that can move the movement for Biafra with fraud and scammers everywhere. Criminals. Now tell me, let me just use example of what is happening in Finland. which I'm still coming to that. Now, if you think that I am lying, that when you said the DOS is the engineering house of Ipob, it's supposed to be. DOS supposed to be the engine house of Biafra movement. But they are all fraudsters.